Why India is cult sect of evangelist demigods country, how they become flourish in India. Reference 5 7 13th July 2024 Times of India. In a deeply hierarchical and caste conscious society like ours in India, cults give you a sense of community and belonging. There is no social dynamic in society where an upper caste and a lower caste can be seated side by side as part of the Hindu Pantheon. Cults, on the other hand, give a people a sense of empowerment. In Hinduism, which is about rewards in the next birth, these self-proclaimed godmen give immediate gratification to their followers. In a world that makes people constantly feel like a loser, the holy man makes people feel like a winner. He makes people feel confident, in control, and safe. He gives the spiritual high that is highly addictive. When the world around us is collapsing, when all efforts fail, when nothing is working out, when nothing makes rational sense, people desperately seek that special someone who can navigate the mysterious field of irrationality. That is the space occupied by holy men and women. For followers, they are the real saints. For outsiders, they are all charlatans. All gurus or babus or pastors work on our emotions, not logic. Only some abuse their power and collapse. Some get institutionalized over generations as gods and prophets. They are flourish in India. They are so powerful that they now fund politicians who ensure their voice shapes legislation. This rise of godmen is a complex sociological phenomenon. You feel so happy that you are willing to do whatever the guru tells you to do, clean his toilet, make his bed, and wash his clothes. You feel privileged when he looks at you, beckons you to sit next to him. It is so different from schools, from home, from the office where no one sees you, understands you, or cares for you. But the holy man makes you feel you matter. He carries the burden of your misery and you are eternally grateful to him, willing to do anything he asks you to. That is when stories of exploitation and abuse emerge, but you are too invested, so you resist all attempts to shake up your comfort zone. Holy men are the living gods of their times, not ideas, not icons, not memories, but people who you can engage with, talk to, your life coach with a mystical connection, far superior to parents, teachers, and mentors. Your most rational of friends will insist that life became better after the guru came into a dream, problem were solved, children got married, court cases resolved, jobs materialized. People think that all of this happened by the grace of the living holy man. Many gurus have lavish ashrams worldwide and some have also been convicted of rape and murder. Their followers are usually skeptical of these charges and adds to the rationalist bewilderment. The disciples become so invested that we cannot criticize or question the guru. He has a touch of divinity. Then whatever the charges may be, it is seen as a conspiracy by the followers. There is a myth built that godmen can perform miracles, know the future of any person, and cure medical ailments. This kind of people's superstition has nothing to do with education, wealth, or individual privilege. This lack of rationality grips the rich as much as the poor. Despite being physically absent or incarcerated, these gurus, evangelists, continue to draw followers through social media. Rationalists don't get why followers are rich or poor continue to revere a guru even after scandals such as Katra stampede. In most cases, the holy man is himself bewildered by the power he wields over people's minds and heart. Willy nilly, godman is shepherd with a block. The block contributes wealth. The block brings fame and attention and power, which brings more followers, a virtue cycle. This attracts politicians who come hoping he will contribute to their vote bank and bless them with his mysterious brand of magic. Most Babas run philanthropic establishments like schools and colleges and health camps and provide financial aid to the underprivileged. Holy men need festivals, events, and ceremonies to amplify their reach. They organize gatherings and concerts filled with music, dance, chanting, breath control exercise, sound and light shows which have religious packaging. We see many members of Bagujan and OBC community become followers of this cult sect and Babas. The rigidity of caste structure fails to include lower caste, thus their move to alternate forms of spirituality like godmen and seers became an inevitable consequences. All religions begin as cults. All saints and prophets were considered charlatans by their contemporaries. Institution came later with whitewashed hagiographies legitimized by state power. It all begins with the insistence that there is more to life than what is explained by science and rationality. It is hard to shake off cult faith that has been built over the years. Making a dent at this unquestioning devotion requires sustainable public awareness and scientific outlook. So students should be taught philosophies of reasoning and rationality, and this needs to be part of every school syllabus. I wish and pray all the religious institutions, establishments, churches, mosques comes under Right to Information Act, and their fund flow should be regulated by enforcement agencies in all states of India to prevent poor people pray to these gurus, babas and evangelists in India. Amen. Bible talks about cult sects of evangelists, gurus, babus in India in Philippians chapter 3 verse 18 and 19. For I have told you often before, and I say it again with tears in my eyes, that there are many whose conduct shows they are really enemies of the cross of Christ, whose fate is destruction, whose God is their belly, their worldly appetite, their sensuality, their vanity, and whose glory is in their shame, who focus their mind on earthly and temporal things. Amen.